Hey sports fans, welcome back. We are here again with Denalis in the world of Attis playing some Ryzom. Now, you're going to notice some discrepancies between episodes 4 and 5. I recorded 5 once. I really wasn't feeling it. I felt like I jumped around too much. And I was going around trying to do the multiple quest thing, like I said. But I think it makes more sense to just move forward and examine each of the skills on their own, give them their due credit. We've pretty well gone through the fight quests. You missed the last one. Apologize for that, but it wasn't that interesting. Essentially, we had to go investigate the bandits. We discovered that they're purposefully trying to deprive the refugee camp of food, and we were charged by Gulli and Gutierre with killing Arkin, who is the leader of the Goo Heads tribe. Now, I didn't go into an explanation of the goo, but it is essentially this muck that is covering the planet very slowly, infecting things. And there's some additional storyline. There's a big all area on the map over here at the Blight Zone, where the goo has taken hold in the starting area. But we'll get over that at another time. What we're going to do in this episode is we're going to go ahead, we're going to go see Nomus McCullough, McLeod, however you pronounce that damn name. And we're going to go through the magic quests as our next step. So our first quest here that we took earlier is to kill 10 newborn Javings. I am going to continue using my melee arrangement for fighting here because it is so much easier for me, and I want to develop the fight character. I'm only going to train magic enough to buy the spells required to progress that quest line. So we've got a little bit of a hike. We're going to head off in this direction to Javing Woods, and I'll see you when we get there. Alright guys, we're back, and we have made our way to Javing Woods over here by the ruins of Salon. And we have been charged by Nomus McLeod to kill 10 newborn Javings. He wants us to use the root spell. We certainly don't have to, and I have no intention of doing so. What is this? This guy is lost. This is not typically Rendor territory. They hang out back there and way over yonder. You're lost, buddy. Didn't your mother tell you not to wander the fields alone? There are dangerous creatures in these woods. Alright, done our humanitarian work for the day. We are going to go ahead and sneak around the side here. I have accepted that at the beginning of every video I'm going to spend 10 minutes clearing my throat. I apologize, it's quirky, you'll have to deal with it. But once I get it taken care of and I talk consistently, it's no longer an issue. We're going to go ahead and hack away at this. Oh, well, that didn't take long. That is why we're going to go ahead and continue using melee. One, I still get decent experience from that, and I want to level that up quickly from my character class. And two, I find using magic a bit of a pain. I've played mage characters. I'm okay at them, but it just always seems like more effort than I want to put into it. Oh shit, get out of there. That could have ended poorly. Could have ended very poorly. I apologize if you can hear all that in the background. I've got a stream running. Turn it down. Oh, and I wasn't paying attention and got disarmed. Now there's two of them. Oh, dear Lord, dear Lord. This has the potential to end very poorly. I'm just going to have to keep re-equipping. I believe I mentioned this in an earlier episode. They have this rather nasty ability, and they'll just keep going at it. Now that I've got one of them down, what was happening there is they were alternating who was disarming me and who was attacking me, and as you can see, they put in some work. That is exceptionally frustrating. I'm not sure why this infuriating mob is located in the starting area. Like an experienced player has a lot less trouble dealing with these, but a new guy, that would just be terrible. We're going to go ahead and fade on out here, and we'll come back once I've mowed through a bunch of these. Afterwards, I am going to step over here and fill you guys in on the lore you missed because of the episode I scrapped. We'll see you in a minute. Well, that was unfortunate. I'm sure you guys, I'm going to probably leave some of that in there at least so you can see what happened. But as I spoke about before, if you die, you can be resurrected by another player. I am going to attempt to get somebody to do so. If nobody is paying attention or nobody is nearby to help out, I will be forced to respawn somewhere on the map at one of the respawn locations I've discovered, and I will have to pay the death penalty. Now, on my respawn map here, there is a timer. 4 minutes and 8 seconds remaining for somebody to come and resurrect my poor lifeless body. Well, we are down to... Well, we just crossed the 2-minute mark. Nobody has answered my plea for help, so we're going to assume the worst and let everyone know not to worry about it. Not with all caps, though. I wouldn't want them to think I'm mad. So now I get to pick a spawn area. And we're over here in Jabbing Woods. This one's relatively close, so we're going to go ahead and pick that and hit the respawn button. Or I could let the timer run out. Not really interested. But that just happened. So we've revived, as you can see, we are alive and healthy, our abilities have all returned, but our stats are all at 0 and counting up. We've also incurred a death penalty, which is at 100% right now. When I first revived down here at the bottom, like where it shows loot and such, it told me how many points I was going to have to work off. I missed it, so we can go back into system info and see it. Death penalty has reached 2,108 points. You've currently recovered 0. And essentially what that means is that the next 2,100 points of experience I accrue will go towards working off my death penalty, which increases with each death, not necessarily with level. You could make it to a fairly high level, have not died, and get this cheap, rather easy to deal with death penalty. But I'm not starting out well on that track, so we're going to come back here once we've recovered and we are back in Jabbing Woods. Oh, something I forgot to mention, if you sit down, your stats recover quite a bit faster, so little pro tip, if you do die or you need to heal up, and you're in the middle of a slow quest that's kind of grindy and you just need to heal periodically, you can sit to do that quite a bit faster. As you can see, those stats are climbing relatively quickly now. Alright, we are back. We've recovered, and it would appear we are not the only one. Mr. Panda in front of us there also seems to have bought it. I was going to heal him, but he doesn't look interested, so we'll just proceed off in this direction here and get back to what we were doing. There are those irksome jabbing. Gotta tell you, that was an unpleasant experience all around. So we've made our way back. I'm going to go ahead and finish off these 4 jabbing, and then we'll take a little trip over here and I'll fill you in on the lore you missed. Okay, welcome back. We have finished off our killing of the jabbing. We are instructed to go back and see Nomus, but we're going to step over here to the ruins and I will fill you in on what you missed. So our fight quests are currently held up at the Red Blades 2. The Red Blades 1 was initiate a dialogue. Sorry about that. I've got a number of cats and I just can't leave things alone. So, I should rephrase that. My wife has a bunch of cats and just can't leave things alone. I just live with her. But she gave us a quest. They had a bunch of looters, goo-head looters, had moved into the ruins here. They were curious as to why, so I was sent on a mission to come and beat a couple of them up, see what information I could get. And I got a document from one of them that informed Miss Gutierrez that they're here to disrupt the camp. They're here attempting to get all of the food sources in the area, the Bodok in particular, and the elk killed by other mobs. So the mission I was then given after that was Red Blades 2, which is to find the boss of this group of gentlemen here and take him out. And I happen to know that he's a level 25 character, and he's going to be a little harder than we're up to facing now. So we're just going to hum along with our magician quests here, and we've got a little hike back to camp now to get the next one from Mr. McClough, so I will see you in a few minutes. Alright guys, we are back in camp, and we're going to head on over and see Nomus and see what else he's got for us, because I'm sure there'll be another quest or two he would like us to take care of. We killed 10 Javings like you asked. Okay. We're going to put our skills in use for the people, so he wants us to get the Rot spell. Let's develop some skills here. Okay, luckily we have enough points to buy it. We now have it. It's appeared in our hotbar. Let's move on. I've acquired the rat spell. We can go on. Yep, that's what I just said. And the guy around across the screen had more lag than I did. Okay. He tried to give me an item, and I forgot our inventory filled up while we were out marauding through the Javing forest there, so we're going to take a quick trip over to the raw material merchant and sell off some of this crap. I'm also going to destroy a few items, mostly because they're not worth selling. And I think I still have all those boots at me. I may need to get rid of those. Yeah, I still have all the boots and the pants. Okay. We're not going to be doing any crafting for a little bit, so I don't feel bad selling all these. I prefer to go and quote harvest my materials specifically for what I'm going to craft. So we'll just drop all these. I don't have plans to make anything in particular right now. Although I'm going to keep those good materials that he gave me. No reason to go selling those. We're going to free up quite a bit of inventory space just getting rid of all this random stuff we've looted here and there. A lot of it's in okay quality, but not worth really keeping. You can make some quality 15 items with a lot of this, but my current crafting pattern will only let me make up to quality 10. So we've sold all that off. That's good. The other items I can actually make a few more dappers. Selling to the light armor merchant, which is fine, unless I need to turn it in. Don't believe so. We'll stop and have a quick chat with Sturga here anyways, and make sure. Because I'd hate to have to repeat a mission. Nope, this next one's available, so we can just get rid of those. Actually, what we might do, since these basic boots don't have much, we have smashing protection on all these. That's smashing. Alright. So we've got those, we've put those on. We'll go ahead and sell off the rest of that stuff. And I don't need to know who you are, I just want to trade with you. Thank you. And if I look in the resale column, here are a bunch of boots. I wonder if there's anything in here worth getting. We've got almost 30,000 dappers, and it appears nobody has made anything recently but a bunch of boots. How terribly disappointing. I wonder if any of my other character stuff in here. Yep. That pair of boots with durability. Oh, what happened? Somebody buy them? Oh, okay. So you may remember that. Oh, no, you don't. That was in the other episode. So, I guess I have to explain this again now. You can sell items either to the merchant or onto others. If you sell them onto others, they fall under the resale tab, and it's kind of like an auction house, only there's no auction, you just buy it. You will receive more money if you sell items this way, but you're less likely to sell them, in my opinion, unless you've made some good gear. I throw up good gear I've got, but like you see all these people that have dropped in 5, 6, 7, 8 pairs of something. They're just doing it because the potential dapper gain is higher. You could make more money. Personally, I think this is a little bit of bad form because it just clogs up the resale thing with a bunch of, for lack of a better term, lackluster goods. So I'm not going to sell my stuff there. I've got 10 items here to get rid of that I don't need and nobody else is going to want, so I'm just going to sell directly to the merchant. Okay, we've gotten rid of all our crap. These are the only items left in our inventory. So we can head back to Namus and take whatever it was he was going to so kindly give to us. He had an item for us, but we don't know what it was because our bag was full and it wouldn't let us take them. I apologize for this choppy internet. I refuse to pay the price they're asking for better internet. I looked into it because it was beginning to annoy me not to be able to stream, upload, and play at the same time. And they wanted to take me from a $15 package to a $70 package for a whole bunch of service I quite frankly don't feel like I need. I've made some space in my inventory, and he gave us a dress. Look at this. We're not going to wear a dress. We're a skilled warrior. We go out and fight with our shield and sword. Why would I do that? Oh, it gives me a sat bonus. That's cool. I'll take them all the same. I can sell them, I'm sure, for a few dappers. But I wouldn't be caught dead wearing them. So we've only got 3 quests left for the magicians in service of the people 1, 2, and 3. Let's go ahead and see what we can get here with in service of the people. Okay, so this little bit of dialogue here is explaining the plant misguided experiment of the Mattis that created the Slovenis, either way. We've been asked to go take out 10 of them, and that's fine because we'll get plenty of experience doing so. And we're going to head that way. It's going to be a little bit of a hike again, so we'll see you here in a minute. Okay guys, we are rapidly approaching the Sloveni fields, and of course we were expected to come down here and use the rot spell on them, and it is particularly effective, but our guy is a Feros, and they are not known for their brains. If you read through the dialogue, many of the other races and characters will poke a little bit of fun at their method of engaging and getting around things in general, so our answer, of course, is going to be to run up and smack these giant plants with a sword. And as you can see, it's actually quite effective. Looks like a solid 2 hits will take these guys out, so we're just going to grind right on through them. And we're collecting some interesting materials. I know I briefly talked about crafting stuff. So far we've used jacket lining, stuffing, armor clips, and clothes. And the Sloveni moss we're gathering is quality 18, and it's useful for making linings, so I will actually be quartering and keeping all of the loot here, at least that, because I can make a fair amount of quality 15 products here shortly, and that will help me level up crafting quite a bit. It's not going to be useful much after that. Crafting is, like everything in this little starting area, pretty quick to level. I'm probably going to spend more time as necessary here on the starting island so that I can really grind up this character a little bit before we go to mainland. I don't want to be announcing that we're going and then having a 2-minute video to tell you that we're way under level to get anything done, and I'm going to have to grind and grind and grind because nobody wants to watch that. So we'll take care of as much of that as we can. There's actually quite a bit to do here on the startup island. It's not without its uses. I know these quests are moving fast, but there are some sub-quests that come after them that take a little more time, a little more planning, and some more levelage. So we're going to work on that here and there. I'm not going to make you sit through that. I will probably grind off camera and get some levels up and bring you guys back to the important things. So we're going to just go ahead and cut through the rest of these and we'll be back. Alright guys, we have gotten back into town. We've completed our killing of the Slovenis, and we're going to go turn in our quest here to Mr. McClow. I really do apologize that this is so grindy and slow. It's just kind of the way the beginning of the game works. It's a common problem with MMOs all around. And really, I could have picked something much easier to Let's Play, and probably should have, but I had the bug to play some Ryzom, and it's not a very well-known game, so I wanted to showcase it a little bit. Okay, he's chastising me because I came back all excited, having killed the Slovenis as asked, and he's telling me now that I have to keep my mind away from murderous intent and remain humble. He's part of the hippie movement, if you will. All of the Zorai are, which is the race of magic users. They all wear masks. They're kind of odd-looking guys, really. But who am I to judge? You know, I'm just some angry guy who swings a sword all the time. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. What does he want me to go get? Train the fear spell. Okay. We should have just enough points left to... oh no, we leveled up. Okay, here. So I did lie. I said that what you choose at the beginning has no effect on what you what path you take is, and it does have a minor effect in that some of your spells are more costly if you're not a magician or a particular race or what have you. But since I'm not really all that interested in being a magic user in this game, it doesn't bother me. One thing I am going to enjoy is that I can go ahead and upgrade my constitution and my metabolism here, so that I don't have to waste my precious fight skill points on something that will help me as a fighter. So we've gotten that out of the way. Acquired the fear spell. We can move on to the next mission, which we are not entirely going to finish. I've now gotten the apprentice gown. Oh, what happened? Did I take it? Okay, I took it. What I wanted to do was look at it. Oh, that's the dress. What's the gown? How goofy does it look? Actually, you know what? That kind of goes with our goofy-ass pink pants, so I think we're going to rock that. Let's equip that shit. Yeah. I'm going to just destroy this basic refugee top of durability. It's really worthless. It's a quality 1 item. Nobody's going to take it. Same thing with these leggings and the boots above. I can't even sell them, so really it's just best to destroy them and get them out of the inventory. That dagger's going to go. It is a quality 10, but if I want a dagger, I'll make one. Alright. So we can go ahead and select the next mission in Service and People 2. And if I'm thinking correctly, he's going to ask us to go kill a bunch of Yelks and harvest their mushrooms. Yep, that's what I thought, because we got the fear spell. So we're going to hold off on that, because this is a quest we can actually double up on, and we definitely want to do that. So we are going to go work on our crafting, as that will be the next thing that requires them. We'll eventually get a quest from the crafting guy here to make a bunch of magic amplifiers. Get your shit together, Internet. Thank you. And it's going to require mushrooms for the magic focus. We could use something else to make them, but harvesting the mushrooms is part of the quest, so we have little choice but to be at the whims of the game design. Learn how to give characteristics to your creations. Why, certainly. He wants me to see the trainer and get the HP boost crafting option, which will allow me to add a boost of HP to my items. So if I go in here and I look in my bag, you'll notice these all just have a name, but if I look at that apprentice gown, there is a little 20 and the green symbol for sap there. Whoops. That is a item quality, so when wearing this I have an additional 20 magic points available. That's what he's going to teach us to do now. What we want is the upgrades. HP boost 1. Good God, it costs 40 points. The crafting things for non-crafters is ridiculously expensive. I'm going to go ahead and waste some points here and buy the sleeves plan, because I want to have all the plans for light gear at least, so that I can make myself halfway decent gear. And as I grind through some levels later on, which I may do off camera, you know, I'll be able to end up on the mainland with some pretty good gear. Okay, now we're going to use it to craft new pairs of boots and new pairs of pants, but this time he wants to make sure I sell them. He's going to give me the material, I believe, or expects me to use what he already gave me. That's also possible. So we're going to go ahead and select our tool for armor. Now, we bought the HP credit boost, but it did not magically take effect. We have to go in and add it. So we're going to edit our Fearos light armor crafting option. And we are going to add option, hit point boost 1. Since we were already, okay, it costs 10 by default, so we had that going for us. We don't even have any credits. So we have a matched action now. We're going to learn it. We can use it, live it, learn it, and love it. And he wants us to craft 5 Hogan boots of quality 5 with the HP option. We can do that. Use up some of that Slovenian moss we have. There's pair number 1. If we can stay connected. Here's pair number 2. And we're going to use up generic materials for a lot of this. It's unfortunate, but I did just sell off all that crap because I forgot about this quest, so we'll just roll through it. It's not a big deal. I'm going to get the same experience either way. We need one more pair of boots. There we go. And now we just need to make the pants. I feel like we had some really good jokes about pants in high school. I feel like they were probably pretty immature too. That's okay. That's what high school's for, right? You go through, you get your basic experience in social ecosystems, which, by the way, anyone who says high school is just there to learn the social interaction, like those homeschool guys that are like, oh, they'll never learn to function. I am sorry, but those little bastards in high school are some of the worst people you'll ever meet. And somebody out there is going, not my kid. Well, you don't know your kid at high school. Them little bastards are vicious. Alright, so we've crafted up our items. We're going to step over here to the light armor merchant and sell the fruits of our labors. Once again, I'm just going to sell direct to the merchant. There's no reason to try and resell this gear. It's something, it's what I call grind gear. There are people that resell it and attempt to get people to wear it. Now, if you look over here, these level 50 or quality 50 items, had I crafted something like that, I would definitely throw it in resell. These are quality 10, they're crap boots, they're light boots, nobody wants that. So we're just going to go ahead and sell them all in there. Same for the pants. None of that's worth trying to pass off on somebody else. And I'm getting 10 to 15 dappers a piece here. It's a really strange word, I gotta tell you. I don't know who came up with that for currency, but it kind of matches with the weird names in the game in general. But for those of you who aren't familiar with all of the lore, well, we're going to go ahead and sell this dress. I have no use for that. Dappers are crystallized sap, which is the life force of the planet Attis. Oh, we've done that. We can step right here and talk to Sturga. Mission accomplished. I've sold the fruits of my labors. What's next? Don't you have anything better? Are you even going to talk to me? Like, did I not get close enough? God, trigger zones just need to be so much bigger. It's a constant problem. Oh, yeah, you underestimated me. I may not be one of you crafty types, but see, now he's giving me some pants that are a little better than what I'm wearing. And, oops, wrong one. Yeah. So those are the pants I made. Ooh, I don't know. Experience Ryzom overall. Give me 20 more focus. I don't really think I need them, so I'll just hang on to those. And probably go sell them. The Secrets of Salon. Harvesting a larger amounts of material. Hopefully this is the Yelp quest. Oh, I have to declare my devotion. Yes, I'll loyally serve you, O superior Mattis teacher, Mr. Mastercrafter. I'm going to betray him later, just so that everyone's aware. Or rather, Denalis is going to betray him later. We're going. Okay, yeah, this is the one I wanted. He wants us to get some jabbings. I was really hoping that this would be the mushroom thing, but we have to go kill jabbings or harvest mixty bark. Mitexi? I don't know. It's right there. If you can figure that out, leave a comment down below with your, summary of the phonetic explanation, because looking at it, Mitexi, fuck it. I don't have time for that. And really, I don't think we really have time to go take on these jabbings, so we're going to just have a seat here on the grassy knoll and have a little look around camp here. I think we got a lot of work done today. I haven't talked about these guys at all. That's the caravan over there. We'll come to them in another episode. But yeah, we got a little bit done today. I'm feeling much better about this than I was the last episode because we had some direction and continuity going. And we'll pick it up next time. We'll see. We'll go ahead and get these done, and then the next quest should be to get the same mushrooms that we're required to get here. And that'll pretty well set us in motion to get things lined up. We'll be able to start really progressing. So I hope you guys all enjoyed watching. Thank you for stopping by again, and I hope you come back to see the future episodes. So until next time, this is The Distinguished Fish.